Hello, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me again. Hope you're well. You find me in Keswick today, and I have been here before in one of these videos. A couple of years ago, I was shooting panoramas on 35mm film in my RB67. So check out that video if you haven't already seen it, because it is quite a fun one. But I'm here again, 2 years on, shooting with my little XA1 that I just got. And I'm going to be shooting with, strange things going on, there's tractors and all sorts. I'm going to be shooting with this Ultramax. So I'm going to load up now, so I'm all ready for tomorrow and the start. I think this will be perfect for the race tomorrow. This camera is so dinky that I can just slip it into my waist pack, which I run with, and I will barely know it's there. I can just grab it, take a picture when I need to. There we go, we are loaded up. Let's see if we can get a picture, or is it already too dark? So it obviously was dark and the red flag popped up, but I wasn't going to be beaten and decided that I would use the good old trick of pointing the camera at the sky. And this is the result. It's the first frame, and so the left edge is slightly missing, but I really like it. I managed to get those swans just perfectly in the crook of those boats. The golden sunlight hitting the boats is lovely, and you can see the range of mountains with the sky above. I really love that shot. So I've taken my first shot and I had to point the camera up into the sky because it was too dark, pointing it down here, then go down with my finger half pressed on the shutter and then release. So hopefully it will be bright enough to actually get a decent result. So here's the second frame, and oh, it looks like there's been some kind of nuclear explosion. That is one heck of a light leak, but I kind of like it. That's the thing about analog photography and using old cameras, is that you get these weird effects sometimes. And yeah, you could put this on afterwards, but it's not organic. I just really like that. It is a shame that I lost the beginning of the first shot, because that is the perfect composition. But this one, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know where the light got in. I did check all the seals on the XA1, as you saw if you watched the last video, and I didn't have any problems with any other shots. So all I can imagine is that maybe when I rewound the film and took it out, some light got in. It was a bright day when I took it to the lab. So after taking those first couple of shots, I wandered back from the lake to the town centre and took a few snaps on the way. This one in the underpass I particularly like. You may recognise the figure. Really impressive that this XA1 managed to take a picture even with this amount of light. Without the figure in it, it wouldn't take the picture, because I think the metering is centre weighted, so it saw the big darkness in the middle and the red flag popped up. But once this mystery figure went into the centre of the picture, it was fine. There was a bit more light in the centre of Keswick, and I was able to take a few shots of people enjoying the Friday night entertainments before heading back to the hotel to rest. I just wish there'd been a little bit more light for this one at the cinema, because you can see the two figures just about in the entrance, and I was waiting for them to go in there to get them framed in the light, but there wasn't quite enough light around to make them stand out, although the cinema sign and the shape of the building is visible. And this one, it was a really interesting building with the cars, and then the blue and purple of the sky as the last bit of light faded, but it's a little bit shaky, so that's a shame, but it's still a nice picture, and I think it's got that painterly look about it, which maybe is partly because of the shakiness. And this one, you can't beat a shot of a takeaway. There's this guy waiting for his meal to come. I wanted to get him dead centre, and he was dead centre of the frame when I was composing, but by the time I actually got to take the shot, he'd moved over to the left. So with that and a full moon almost overhead, I decided to head to bed and look forward to the morning. But whoop, 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 we interrupt this programme because I have to let you know about a really interesting exhibition that you could go and see in Manchester. So this is what I'm talking about at this exhibition here. I'm very proud to have a picture in. There are lots of other portraits to see and some great writers involved here, some great pictures. So yeah, well worth a visit if you are in Manchester City Centre, or even make an excuse to come into Manchester City Centre, and it's on there for long enough for you to have an excuse to miss it. Right, anyway, back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, so back to Keswick, and not great news. So it is the morning of the race, and I woke up feeling terribly rough. So I've dropped out. I've just told them I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to hang around and take pictures because I've got people that I know doing the race, and yeah, I'm going to stick around and see them do it. It's going to all be about the photos, but I'm not too sad about that because really I love running, but I love photography more, so it's not really a loss. It's slightly disappointing, but I'm going to make the most of it. Right, let's go and see if we can get some pictures around the start line. I would have taken you there for this little bit to camera, but they're banging out some amazing tunes, which would give me a copyright strike, so I've had to go and stand by this this cricket pitch where it's a little bit quieter, but all the action is over there, so I'll see if I can get some pictures. And yeah, I took a fair few. I won't show too many of them here. It's mainly family members doing running and people looking sweaty and not at their best, but I just thought I'd show this one, which is another person photographing the start of one of the races. And it shows that an XA1 is great at doing what an XA1 should do. I kind of like this picture. I was trying to get the red of the vest against the green of the tent behind. And yeah, the interaction between the woman who is doing the race commentary and this runner here, which is nice. And it shows the event. It's got the branding of the Lakeland Trails and everything. So harking back to my previous incarnation as an event photographer, this is one that I would have been happy with at that time. And this one, oh dear Lucy, she ran really well, but she fell, and that's her after I had put plasters on her knees and she had had a little bit of a chance to recover. Face rather the same colour as the race bib, but that was only temporary. Sorry Lucy, hope you don't mind me saying that. But yeah, she was very brave and she finished the race even though she fell and had to be helped up by some of the other runners. It is a dangerous sport sometimes, fell and trail running. Usually it's okay, but it just takes one lapse of concentration and yet you can come a cropper. I have done so myself on many occasions. But that's the end of the racing, so we headed back into Keswick to have a look at the market before heading back to Stockport. And I stopped on the way to take this picture because I just liked the way this arrow was pointing away from the hillside. And then in the market, lots of opportunities to take pictures of people. This one from the back showing the teddy bear and the army backpack, which I think is a nice juxtaposition. And I'm going to talk more about shooting from the back in my next video, so I won't go into any more detail about that, but it is something I feel quite strongly about in a positive way. And this one, probably my favourite shot from the market. Stuffed animal toys, lots of stuffed dogs, and one real dog. Can you spot the real one sniffing at its friends and thinking, hang on, there's something not quite right here, but I can't work out what it is. Yeah, I really like that. But that was it. Time to head back. And so thank you very much for joining me for this little video. It is just a little one this time, but that is it from Keswick. Please do go and see that exhibition at Manchester Central Library if you get a chance. And please do like, share and subscribe because, as you know, it really helps me out. But until next time, take care of yourselves, enjoy what you're shooting, and bye for now.